Hey guys, welcome to today's video. It is an exciting one because in my hands I have this beautiful collection, this collaboration between my really good friend Angie or Angelica Nyqvist here on YouTube and Odens. Inside this box I have her collaboration including lip products, palettes, the works. I am going to share it with you today. We're gonna dive right in. I'm gonna show you some swatches. I am going to put the products on my face and I'm gonna create some looks. If you're new here, hello and welcome. My name is Kelly and I love all things makeup and beauty. I love talking, I love makeup, I love talking about makeup. So if you like to chat about makeup too, I would love to have you subscribe and be part of the K-Bella fam. Why don't we go ahead and jump into the video. Okay, so before we dive into the video, I do have to say that Angie is one of my really close friends, not just here in the YouTube space, but in real life as well. We have met several times now. She is currently living in Austin, Texas. I'm in Houston, so we are just a 2-hour drive away from each other. We have a trip coming up together. We will be traveling together in December. We're gonna head out to Vegas for the Creators and Friends Christmas party. We're gonna meet up with our girl, Heather Austin, while we're out there. So I do have a relationship with Angie. We are close friends. We do talk often on Marco Polo. Of course, I am excited for her and I would love whatever Angie did because I think Angie is an amazing person. She has an amazing heart, but she's also super duper creative. She has collaborated with Odens before and Kaleidos, and I did purchase both of those collabs myself. This collection was kindly sent to me from Angie and Odens to try out, but if it was not sent to me, if Angie was not my friend, I definitely would have purchased this myself. Why don't we go ahead and dive into some swatches. This collaboration does come with 2 eyeshadow palettes. This is the outer sleeve of one right here, the Trick or Treat palette. This is the palette I'm going to be playing with today. This beautiful palette, this is the one that I feel like leans a little bit more on the neutral side, and you might be saying, Kelly, it leans more on the neutral side. There are some bright neon greens in there, but when I say it leans more on the neutral side, I am a neutral lover. Angie is a lover of all things color and beauty and the works, but when I look at this palette, I look at the top row, I see some neutrals that I can play with in there. This deadly shade feels safe to me. Vampire Fangs and Cemetery seems safe to me. And then of course these greens down here, I feel like greens are a safer color to play with if you are a neutral lover. So I am very excited to dip into this today. I know that we're gonna create a neutral look up top, but I just don't know if I wanna dip into the berries. I really wanna dip into this shade Magic Potion. So I have to see. I have to see with the second look how it's going to come together, but this is the Trick or Treat palette. The second palette that she has in here is this one right here called the Little Ghost palette. I did play with this one the other day. You will see 2 looks with this palette as well. Inside we have my absolute favorite color of life, purple. I love purples, so I knew I had to play with the purples here. We have some beautiful blues, and then for the neutral lovers, this bottom row seems really safe. I was happy to have this yellow in here because I don't have yellow shades in my collection. Yellow is not typically a color that I reach for, but it's a great shade to kind of blend out. It works well with these oranges. I used it with the purples. It's beautiful. It's stunning. This palette is gorgeous. Of course, Odens always kills it with the packaging. I have to say, their packaging is probably like my favorite. I think they really do nail it. I love the colors, the vibrancy, the artwork. Absolutely stunning. But we do also have some lip products in here. There are 2 matte lip products and then there are 3 glosses. You will see these used today. You will also see them swatched. But again, the outer packaging I think is just stunning and colorful, very like Halloween vibes. I love it. But then when you get to the component packaging as well, you do have like the purple, the yellow, the orange. Of course, my favorite color. I think the packaging is stunning. You do have stickers on the bottom of the lip products that show you the shade, which I think is awesome. I am currently wearing the matte lip stain. I believe these are called lip stains, so I'm excited to see the wear time. I haven't worn them all day yet, but I'm really excited to see the wear time, knowing that it is a lip stain. It also does feel really comfortable on the lips for it to be like a matte lip product. I can feel it on there. but it's like a velvet feeling. You know what I mean? It's not sticky, it's not uncomfortable. So that's really exciting. But I am wearing Shadow Creature right now. This is the lip I'm gonna wear with the 2 eyes that I am about to show you. And then at the end, I did wanna top a little gloss on top. So we are going to use the Radioactive Gloss, which is a little bit lighter. Now that you've seen some swatches and some close-ups, I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you in. We are going to get started. I'm gonna create 2 looks today using the Trick or Treat palette, 1 on each eye. So let's get started. Okay, so I am going to go in with the little Ghost palette. I do kind of have an idea of what my 2 looks are going to be. I do kind of want to go like in this purple family over here, maybe create like a little monochromatic purple eye. And then I kind of thought about maybe dipping into the blues, but I actually think we might go into like this bottom row down here with like the orange and the red, maybe dip into a little bit of the yellow. We will have to see. I do know that I want to use my Singe brushes, but I know that my brushes need to be cleaned. So my Sigma Switch is here to help me out with that. This is the Singe EO3 brush. I will have Angie's brushes listed down below also. I think I want to first just take a dusting of Skeleton, and I am getting some kickback. I don't mind. This is a beautiful like light lavender shade, which if you have some kind of white base, it'll really kind of help to make that pop. I'm using it more so as like a transition and just kind of throwing it everywhere. It is very, very light, but I appreciate shades like that because they are helpful when it comes to like blending shadows out. So I'm going to use the same brush, and I'm going to go into this deeper purple right here in Little Ghost, and I'm going to tap into this one a little bit lighter, and we're going to put this one all in the crease also. I can hear my son waking up. This is a pretty shade. It's not translating as dark on my lid as it is in the pan, but I think part of the reason why is, first of all, I'm using a very, very fluffy brush right now, but also because I did go in with that light lavender shade first. It's helping to kind of lighten that up. If you wanted to make it like a little bit more impactful, I'm gonna take this Singe EO4 and I'm gonna dip into Little Ghost, but I'm just gonna press it. So see here, like you have the ability to make it a little bit darker if you go in with a brush that's more packing, more of like a packing brush. And I'm just going to kind of pack this on the outer corner and like blend it up into the crease. Purple is my favorite color, like hands down favorite color of all time. Going back in with that original EO3 and tapping a little bit more into Skeleton, I'm just going to use that to blend out the outer edges and diffuse that purple shade. So stinking pretty. I love a purple. Okay, I kind of want to swatch, let's see, Zombie, Boo, and Ominous. Ooh, wow, that's really pretty. That's the Boo shade. I bet if you took this purple and put it all over the lid and put Boo on top, I bet that would be really, really pretty. But I think I want to find a way to use all three of these. Let me just wipe my fingers off here. Okay, so I'm going to clean off. This is my Singe EO1. And what I'm going to do is first I'm going to go in with the deepest shade right here in Ominous. And I am going to spray my brush. And I'm just going to take it right out here. Like right over that purple shade because I love a shimmer. And I want that to be like on the outer part of my eye. So pretty. Then I'm going to use the back side. Let me flip it over and take this lighter purple shade right here in Zombie. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to spray it, but this one is going to go on the inner part of my eye. And I do kind of like drag it up into my crease a little bit just because, you know, I got hooded eyes. So when I open them, you know, I don't have that much real estate here. But that's why I love Angie's Singe brushes. I am purposely using them because this is a collab with Angie, but I also do really use them like on a day-to-day basis. You know what I mean? Okay, let me put something on the lower lash line. Do I want to go in with a different shade? Sometimes I do that though, and then I'm like, did I ruin it? Okay, let's go into Licorice right here. And I want like a small brush. Okay, this is one of my Sigma pencil brushes, just like cleaning it off here and going into that Licorice shade, but I'm just gonna keep it like on the outer part of my eye. That Licorice shade, to me, when you look at it, it looks like a brown. Like when I look at it in pan, it looks like a brown, but it is a deep purple. So we are going for a monochromatic eye look here. Same pencil brush, brushing it off a little bit, and then I want to go back into this light skeleton shade and use that like all underneath, but also taking it in a little bit. And then I'm going to use my finger and this beautiful shade right here in Boo. So pretty. That I think is going to be very pretty, like over a matte. So pretty. Oh, that shift is stunning. Okay, moment of truth. Moment of truth. Are we going to do the blues or are we going to do these shades down here? We're going to do these shades down here. I'm not brave enough for the blues. Okay, I'm not. So I want to use a different Singe brush, but you know, been using them, so gotta clean it off. This is my Singe EO2, and I'm going to go into this orange shade right here in Candy Corn and take that into my crease. My plan is to lay Candy Corn down and then use the yellow right on top of it to like buff it out some. This brush is my Sigma Detailed Diffuse Crease E33, and we are going to go into that yellow shade right there. And I'm going to put this on the edge of Candy Corn and see if we can lighten it up and make it look like a little candy corn. I was gonna say like the sunshine, but then I thought about the fact that candy corn is orange and yellow. I don't typically go for the color orange. I'm gonna be honest. Orange is not my favorite color, but I think it is definitely a Halloween color, and we're creating a warm vibe over here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take this small Sigma E27 detailed blending brush, and I want to go into this shade right here, which is Broomstick, and I want to put it on this outer part of my eye. This shade is very pigmented. That shade is super pigmented, by the way. Super pigmented. Okay, so now let's see, we have this shade right here, this pinky shade. Ooh, that's pretty. and this light shade. I think this would be really pretty on it, but I might use that for my inner corner. This is super pretty. That's super pretty. I have an idea. Okay, I'm gonna take this orange one and Screech and just press it in the middle. Because I don't want to go completely over that red. It can go over it a little bit, but like in the middle like so. Let me get a little bit more. Pop that right in the middle. Okay. And then we're going to take this like pinky shade in Magical. Put that on the inner part of the eye. I don't typically like applying with my fingers, but I did recently pull my nails off, so there's that. But I even think this Magical shade would be pretty if you just had like the orange candy corn shade all in your crease and you just take Magical and put it all over the lid. And I think that would be pretty too. I'm going to take this shade. This was that white shade in, what is this one? Cobweb. And just because I have it on my finger, you know, we're going to pop it right here. That's pretty. Let's do the lower lash line. I'm cleaning off a different pencil brush because I feel like the purple may be pretty strong. And we are going to go back into this candy corn orange shade and run that all along the lower lash line. And then I'm dipping into that broomstick shade just lightly because it was super pigmented. And I want to run that just right on the edge. And then why not tie it all together, dip into that yellow. We tap some off. And just run it very lightly underneath those shades. Bring it full circle, you know? Just like we have in the crease. Okay, so I'm back. Eyes are complete. I want to use some of the lip products. I know there are 2 matte lip stains and some glosses. I think I'm going to use one of the glosses today. It's got kind of like a purple vibe to it. I wish I had my Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nude Lip Liner, but it's at school. So I'm going to use ColourPop Beeper first. Okay. There's Beeper. I need to sharpen the pencil. And this is Spectra. This is one of the glosses. And it looks pretty pigmented. Ooh. There you have it. Beautiful, beautiful shine. So these are the 2 looks with the little Ghost palette. You have this one which is like very fiery. Oh yeah. I like this with the Spectra shade. Spectral. I like those together. And then you have more of like a grungy purple vibe. So pretty. So these are the 2 looks with this little Ghost palette here. You could definitely create like beautiful blue shades. You could mix and match colors. I'm definitely more of a monochrome type of gal, but let's see. Are the blues the only shades I didn't use? Yeah, I used this entire row. I used these 3. I used this one. And I used this entire row. Yeah, so it looks like these 4 blue shades are the only ones that I didn't use, and I would be willing to bet that there will be some blue shades out there. But, okay, here we have the little Ghost palette. We are zoomed in, we are up close and personal. I need to wash my brushes, so I'm gonna be using my Sigma switch because your girl is bad at washing brushes. Angie also has her own brand, Singe Beauty, some brushes that are absolutely amazing. So if you have small-headed eyes like myself, if you need some brushes for detail work, definitely recommend the Singe. This is the EO3. We're gonna create kind of more of a neutral, safe vibe right over here. So I'm going to dip into this shade right here, which is in Howl. I'm going to put that right here in the crease. This is a nice shade. It almost looks like the, you know, like the baby puke vibes, which I love. However, I feel like a lot of those types of shades tend to lean a little bit more green. And I'm definitely seeing like a yellow-orange vibe to this one. It's almost like matching the handle of her brushes. And I love that there are little bats in here. This is such a fun theme for Halloween. I know Angie has been working on it for so long. And I just, you know, I love Halloween. My birthday's in October. It's my favorite month. Halloween is such a fun time. And I know that Angie is so creative and does amazing things with color. So I think coming out with a collab for Halloween time definitely makes sense for her. Okay, I need something in the outer corner. So we are going to take my BK207, clean it off with my Sigma switch, and we are going to go into this shade right here, which is called Goblin. And I am going to press this right here in the outer V. I am going to create two different looks today because if you don't know, if you're new here, I am a teacher. I teach elementary school, and when school is in session, your girl only has time to film on the weekends. So I did get this in plenty of time. Thank you so much to Odens and to Angie for having this sent out so early because it's actually taking me 2 weekends to get this up. And I don't think I mentioned this is launching on Wednesday, September 20th. I don't know what date this video is going to go up, but on Wednesday, September 20th, this is going to be releasing and launching. Of course, I will have the information and Angie's videos listed down below. I'm actually filming this on Sunday, so I have not yet seen Angie's announcement video. I am so excited to watch. I can't wait to see her create looks. She just is so creative and amazing. I always do neutral looks because I feel like I'm not that creative when it comes to makeup. Sometimes I look at color and I'm intimidated. So I love to follow people like Angie and Heather who are color lovers. Katie Marie is someone that I have followed for many, many years. She does beautiful, colorful looks. I love to follow people who play with color because I don't feel very confident with it. So I will often watch their videos and then it gives me inspiration for like what I want to do, you know? I'm going in with Angie's Singe EO1. I feel like I need to get a couple more of these because it's a great lid shade and I used this with her other palette. But what I'm going to do is we're going to take this one right here in Full Moon and put that on like 2/3. And then on the inner part, I want to go in with Mummy's Curse. I am going to spray my brush because I always do. So that makes sense. I also think it would be really fun if you did like orange in the crease, put this in the outer corner. You could put that in the middle portion, put that on the inner corner, put this all over the lid. There are so many ways that you could like mix these colors up. One thing I will say, I don't know if, ooh, this is so pretty, oh my gosh. I don't know if these shimmers are a different formula, but like I tried the Odens Jewels and Gems. Was that the one that I tried, the Jewels and Gems? And I didn't love the shimmers. I felt like they were just kind of subpar, and I felt like I needed to really go in with my finger. Now your finger will intensify it, but it wasn't picking up on a brush. And I feel like these palettes that Angie created, I feel like the shimmers are picking up on a brush better. So I don't know if it's different. I don't know if maybe my Jewels and Gems palette, like I don't know if something was different about those shimmers, but I have been able to pick these up on a brush just fine. So that is full moon. I'm going to flip my brush over and get some of Mummy's Curse. And I'm going to put that right here. Ooh. So Mummy's Curse has a shift. I feel like full moon was giving me more like green gold vibes, but Mummy's Curse is giving me more like yellow orange vibes, which is beautiful. I love that for the inner corner. I am going to get a little bit on my finger just to kind of intensify it right there. Then what I'm going to do is clean off my BK204 and stamp into that Goblin shade, the deeper shade that I put on the outer corner. And I am going to focus it on the outer part of my lower lash line, and then I'm going to blend it out. I want to take a little bit more of Goblin and kind of stamp it on this outer part because I feel like a little bit did get lost by that shimmer, which is fine, but you know, I want to bring some depth back into my tiny baby eyes. Okay, I need to clean off my Sigma pencil brush, and I'm going into that Howl shade that I used first. And I'm going to blend that deeper shade with this pencil brush. Taking my finger and Mummy's Curse, I just want to pop a little bit of that in the inner corner because I love an inner corner pop. Okay, moment of truth. Now I need to know what I want to do on the other side. Oh, I need to figure it out. I kind of want to do like this quad here is screaming my name. Although this is really pretty too. I think I gotta go here. Okay. Let me swatch Cemetery and Vampire Fangs. Okay, so first I'm going to go in with Cemetery. I need really big and fluffy. So I'm gonna take my Sigma E40 blending and brush that off. And I want to go in with Cemetery right here. And I am going to lightly run this through my crease. I'm using a very large fluffy brush because, just as I imagined, this is very pigmented and I want to use it to diffuse my crease. Okay, so then I'm going in with the Singe EO2, cleaning it off, and I'm gonna go in with this shade right here in Vampire Fangs, and I'm going to put this in like the outer corner and blend it into the crease just a touch. I kind of want to put it in a similar spot to where Goblin was, where I'm kind of stamping it in the outer part. But this brush is nice because I can take it into the crease a little bit. Just keep blending, just keep blending, just keep blending, blending, blending. I love blending. It's just so relaxing, you know? Okay, I'm gonna clean off that same Singe EO1. See, this is why I need multiple. But you know what? My Sigma switch is down for the job. Okay, here's my plan. So I'm gonna take this shade right here in Trick or Treat and put that on the outer 2/3, and then I think we're gonna go with this blue one in Magic Potion and put that on the inner part. Of course, spraying, always spraying. This Trick or Treat looks stunning. I am getting some fallout, which is to be expected from super shiny, shimmery shades. It's a tongue twister. Say that 3 times fast. But I, for some reason, like to just do my face makeup first. I don't know why. I just like to. This is pretty. I'm trying to tap lightly to minimize fallout. I am getting fallout, but it's okay. I'm gonna take my finger and use my finger as well to really just pack a punch, you know? Okay, then I'm going in with this right here, which looks kind of white on camera. It's not, it's blue. Blue-green? Blue-green? It's beautiful. And the other side of the brush, make sure it's the other side, and that is going to be sprayed and go on my inner corner. Not just my inner corner, the inner part of the eye. Ooh, look at that. That's so pretty. Oh my gosh. It will be going on my inner corner as well, but that is a beautiful shade. Then I'm just gonna kind of go back and forth with those two shades to like marry them together. You know what I mean? Okay, so I think it might be fun to put green down there. But then am I gonna look too Christmassy instead of trick-or-treaty? Maybe I'll go, I just don't want to put the reds underneath, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to look sickly by doing the reds. Maybe I'll go back in with this shade right here in Goblin, but I'm going to take it on my pencil brush. Let's try that. I don't really want to do the reds. I'm afraid that it'll be too sick looking on my lower lash line. So while I would love to dip into another shadow, this is what we're gonna do. Then I'm taking that Howl shade, which I used to blend into the crease on my other look, and kind of blending out. We are going to go in with this shade right here and pop it on the inner corner. So pretty, so pretty. While we are up close and personal, let's do the Radioactive Glow lip gloss. Let's see. Okay, I don't want to get the matte red shade in my gloss. I need a little more. It's nice because it's not taking away from the red color. It's so pretty. So pretty. Okay, so here we have the finished looks with some mascara and liner. Of course, we have this one, which, oh my gosh, is so sparkly and beautiful. And just the shift that like blue-green shade has, I love it. Of course, this is for all of the neutral lovers like me out there. This is the safe eye, you know, with the browns and the golds and the yellows, and I just think it's beautiful. I think both of them look amazing with this lip combination. I think this eyeshadow palette is absolutely stunning. Let's go ahead and zoom out and we'll finish up the video. So those are the 4 looks that I created with these 2 beauties right here, the Trick or Treat palette and the Little Ghost palette. Used some of the lip products. I have got to say, I did want to create a 5th look. I wanted to do these looks separately, and then I wanted to do a 5th look and combine the 2, but my filming schedule got away from me. I didn't get a chance to do that. So if you are interested in me doing like another get ready with me or something like that, and you would like for me to use these 2 palettes together and create another look, let me know down below. I am so excited to just hear all of your thoughts on this. I want to know, are you going to get this? Huge congratulations to Odens and Angie. I am just so incredibly proud of my friend. I'm thankful for her. I'm excited for her. I know that she has worked so hard on these, and y'all, Angie is just such an amazing person. She truly is in person as she comes across on camera. She is so supportive. She is such like a woman's woman. She supports other women. She is such a great friend. She's so supportive. I just love her. I love her to pieces. I love this collection. Of course, I'm excited for her. This is launching on Wednesday, September 20th. I will have the information listed down below. If you do pick these up, tag me in your looks. I want to see if you try to recreate any of these looks. Let me know which of the 4 looks is your favorite. I don't know which one would be mine. out of the 4 looks I created. But I know I'm really excited to see some of my friends create beautiful, colorful looks. And also, like, these lip products are so comfortable. I was nervous about the stain. I was nervous that it was going to be uncomfortable, but it really is comfortable. And then with the gloss on top, and this is like a beautiful autumn red. And I don't wear red very often because of my red hair. I like don't want it to not look right, but this looks beautiful. So I'm excited. I could ramble on forever about how much I love Angie, or how beautiful these palettes are, or how wonderful the shimmer shades are, or how gorgeous the packaging is, how much I love the lip products and how glossy my lips are. But, you know, we'd just be here forever. So these are my looks. Thank y'all so much for watching. Make sure you are subscribed before you go. That way I can see you in the next one. Bye.